Hi everyone. Um, those who are preparing for the CISSP exam, uh, another host or another term I came across while preparing the CISSP exam, Bastion Host. So I put one diagram together to understand about Bastion Host and Bastion Host network infrastructure, which might help you to understand what Bastion host is and how uh, the network architecture looks like. So here you can see on the top, here is the internet and the public network where external user or let's say um, attacker exists. So somewhere, I mean, we can say that that the external user can access from the internet to some of host inside. For instance, internal server 1 and internal server 2, some database servers, private network. So here in this case, how what is the use of Bastion host? As you can see in this diagram, Bastion host is middle in the middle, and if someone publicly they only publicly access this Bastion host, and it acts as a gateway between the internet and internal users. And the user must authenticate here first uh, before accessing private resources on internal server 1 and internal server 2. So they need to authenticate their self first before accessing any internal resources. And they are not supposed to access internal servers uh, directly or private servers. So they can only be accessed through the Bastion host. So all the sensitive servers, for instance, in this particular case, we have database server, which storing critical data. It is accessible only by internal server, not by Bastion host directly. So in this particular case, the most secure zone where confidential and data and critical applications are stored, not exposed to public traffic. So this setup help us to improve security, prevents direct access to internal servers from the internet, requires authentication via Bastion host before accessing any private resources. And this way, we can minimize the attack surface by exposing only the Bastion host to the internet. And what I have read and what I have seen, this setup is widely used in cloud environment. For instance, AWS, Azure, GCP, and corporate network to protect internal resources from the external threats. So that is very important to understand. And also key benefit of Bastion host, it enhances network security by limiting direct exposure. It improves access control with the authentication checkpoint, prevent lateral movement by attacker within network. So these are the key benefit of to having a Bastion host which could be exposed to the internet, and that could act as a checkpoint before you access internal resources. It has we can have minimal software installed. Uh, I mean, have we can install minimal software to reduce vulnerabilities. As I said, strict access control could be a big benefit here. Multi-factor authentication, IP whitelisting can be done. Logging and monitoring could be enabled to detect suspicious activity, regular security update and patches. So there are multiple things which can be achieved while having Bastion host in the path. So between your internal network and the internet, and instead of why we have this, as I have said multiple times in this video, instead of exposing all server to internet, you set up single Bastion host with SSH access. User must log into Bastion host before connecting to the private server. So that is the major benefit of this Bastion host. I hope you have understood um, what I am trying to say in this video. Thank you so much. And if you have any further comment on this topic, please share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you so much.